And here we go. So Alireza with a white piece against Magnus. We get another Sicilian. E4 c5, knight f3, e6 b3 being played. Let's see. I'm too old for puzzles. No, I can still do it, but I can't really afford to get one wrong anywhere before 40 to have a chance. Magnus down 3 minutes. He's using a lot of time here on his third move, trying to figure out which setup to use. And d5, I believe, is the most solid setup here. b3 is offbeat. It's a system that I played sometimes. It's a way of dodging theory. You want to have easy play fianchetto the bishop, maybe bring the knight out, maybe play in the center immediately. So it's a way of trying to be a little bit more simplistic. Why is Alireza laughing? Probably because he's not happy with the opening, or he just thought it was funny. I don't like bishop b5 here, but we'll see. We get trade. They both seem happy. I think Magnus is just kind of whatever. Magnus doesn't look super happy, to be honest. He doesn't look super happy. Takes with a knight, interesting. So we're gonna takes castles. Wait, is Magnus actually in trouble here after queen e2? Can he struggle? Does he struggle to activate the pieces here? Maybe. Let's see. I'm not sure. This is interesting. Would I be a favorite against Magnus in chess tennis? I mean, it depends what the format is for chess, obviously. Like, it just depends. I mean, a format where I could survive in chess, then yes, I would beat him in tennis. But surviving in chess, like, I mean, there's no happy format for a mix of the two. That's the problem. The more interesting question actually is not tennis. The more interesting question would be golf. Because I mean, I do sometimes go out and hit on the range, but I'm not very good. And I mean, I know Magnus has pictures out there trying to hit shots too, but I don't think Magnus is particularly good at golf either. So chess and golf, if there was going to be a mix, that's probably the mix that you should have. So yeah. No, but I mean, just a picture on Instagram, Magnus swinging club doesn't mean he's good. I mean, be serious. Like, I could go take a picture with a cameraman and definitely make it look like I have like a great swing and I'm going to be able to hit the ball 300 yards. You just be rambling? No, I'm not rambling. But I think chess and golf is probably the better comparison. Yeah. As a Florida man, do you pet alligator? Have a pet alligator? No, you guys. Why would I have a pet alligator? Yeah. Okay, so Magnus in a little bit of trouble here. He can't castle his king out of the center of the board. Yeah. I had a pet alligator as a kid. Well, good for you, Crazy Coffee, man. Good for you. Good for you. That's all I am gonna say. Magnus said recently he's new and bad at golf. Golf is a very hard game. Like, I'm not even any good. That's why I thought that chess and golf could be interesting. If you were gonna like compare us, chess and golf are probably the two things that are probably the best, because I suspect we're both terrible at golf. So it's not like someone's like much better. We get rook c8, idea to play rook c6 and rook e6. So like, for example, you get a3, rook 6, a4, rook e6. Suddenly you break the pin on the e file, and then you can just castle and black is fine. Computer wants knight c3, rook c6, and then bishop a3, which to me looks very weird. I don't know, it looks very weird. Knight c7, bishop a3. Golf is brutal. Every round I hate myself after the front nine, of course. Yeah. Can I make a masterclass video? I mean, masterclass, I think the masterclass doesn't have much interest in doing chess stuff, because I think with Gary they paid him a big wheelbarrow full of money, and I don't think that many people actually bought the course on masterclass. So anyway, let's see what we get. Magnus is not trying random stuff. This is more Alireza trying to be creative with b3 and bishop b2. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna get some more water quickly, so I'll be right back in 1 second. That's funny. He played bishop a3. You know what? I went to use the restroom. I was thinking to myself, actually, as I went to the restroom, I was wondering about bishop a3, because after rook c6 there's knight d4. It's really nice that he found that move, because this is literally when I went to get water and use the restroom, I was thinking what about bishop a3 for this exact idea with rook c6 and knight d4 to take advantage of this pin as well. So it's this is actually probably losing for black, let's see what Magnus does here. I really like bishop a3 from Alireza. It's tricky. It's very tricky to play here for Magnus. Very, very tricky. Very tricky. Let's see. Engine wants knight f8. I mean, knight f8, knight d4 looks horribly scary too, though, because I mean, black has no development here. There's knight f5. You've got a good bishop, queen rook. I mean, I like what Alireza has here. I do like what he's got. He's got serious chance to win this game, I would say. Magnus is going to be extremely precise in the next 5 moves, or else he's just going to lose the game. He's going to be very precise in the next 5 moves. If he's not precise in the next 5 moves, he's going to lose. I'm going to make a prediction. Because there's no way to simplify. There's no obvious move. Alireza has 3 more minutes. I mean, the problem with knight f8 is you do see knight d4, knight g6, knight f5, and just like that, I mean, this looks horribly scary too. If the score is 2-2, then there will be 1 game of Armageddon, and Alireza will have to be, if he has the white pieces, win the game with black pieces, not lose. There's a6, yes, of course there's a6. Typical computer move. Ignore everything and just play a quiet pawn move on the edge of the board. Yes, thank you, chat. Thank you. No chance he plays a6. 0.00% chance. Wait, what the heck? No, I'm actually confused. No, it's not prep, but I'm amazed he played this move. Like, it looks like he must have seen he must have seen a similar position where you can ignore this and just play on the queen side. Yeah, I'm actually shocked. Because to me, knight f8 looks like the very obvious human move. I mean, a6, knight d4, what's your move? But I guess you can just go g6 here. Huh, crazy move. Yeah, that's just a wild move. He must have seen us. No, I mean, you guys can make all your weird jokes, but he must have seen a similar position where you can just where he realized that it looks scary, but it's not scary. That's all that I can think, is that he's probably seen a similar position, probably not this exact position, but where it looks like you can't castle the king out of the center of the board, and the computer says it's not scary at all. And so that's probably how he was able to figure it out. We got c4. Okay, logical move here, because d4, now knight takes d4 is winning for white. It also stops b5. Now apparently knight f8 is the best move. I mean, we'll see, but like, even this looks pretty bad though. Like, even if you got this position, like, this looks really bad, like really bad for black. But now knight f8 is the only move anyway, so he has to play knight f8. Yeah, knight f8 is the only move to play here, I think. Well, I mean, you could just take, obviously. You could take and try to play knight f8 like this, but problem here is now the problem is you're actually going to have big problems in the center of the board. So, yeah. b5 is okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know what he's going to do here, but yeah, this looks bad. Stockfish would win this game 100 times out of 100 times with the white pieces. No, I mean, all a6 does is basically it just asks white, what are you doing? If you play knight 3, you can go b5, b4, and basically if white goes knight 4, you just go g6. No, I mean, basically what I think, I can tell you what I think was going through Magnus' mind. He's probably seen a similar position, maybe not with the bishop on a3, probably something similar with like probably something like this, for example, where he's seen a situation where the queen and the rook are on an open file and you can't castle, and like bishop's on b2, and there's somewhere where it says you can just play like a6, b5 and just ignore everything. That's my best guess. I mean, or he just came up with a move, which to me is astounding. If he really just came with a6, that's astounding. He must have seen something similar. Similar piece placement, or similar concept with this pin on the e file, for sure. Let's see. Knight f8 I don't think is a hard move to find here, because d4 just loses, and takes with the idea of d4, and you still can't resolve your situation on the e file. Doesn't seem Doesn't seem likely. G6 stops knight f5. Basically the point is that basically the pawns cover all the critical squares. Knight can't jump anywhere, and eventually you're going to get pushed back. You can't move the knight and the rook. You're going to get pushed back eventually. That's the main problem. Like say you go knight c3, I'll just go b5, bishop b2, and now you can just take the knight. And if you move the knight, then I get b4. And it's just the point is you have no pawns in the center of the board here, basically. So no pawns in the center for white, and black does these pawns. So no pawns in the center of the board. It's hard to play. And of course he plays knight f8, like I said, very logical. Apparently knight d4 is now moved. I don't understand, but if g6, now you can take and go knight c3, and apparently white's winning. I mean, pretty dank. If I'm Alireza here, this is a moment where I think that Alireza needs to use his time. This is water, yes, he needs to use his time here, and if he falls behind on the clock the next 3-4 moves, so be it. But he has to try to find something in the next 3 to 4 minutes. Has to try and find something. Knight c3, I think there's d4. Oh no, not d4, sorry. No, it's knight e6 and then d4 castle. That was the line. But yeah, this is where Alireza, the next 3 to 4 moves, he has to use all his time to try and figure it out, because Alireza instinctively can feel that he's better here. Just like I can sense that white's better. I don't necessarily know why white is better, but I can sense that white should be better. So if you sense that, you have to, this is where you need to use your time and come up with the best idea if possible, because one wrong move and suddenly the advantage could be gone. And in a must-win situation in particular, you have to do that. Magnus is watching your stream. Good one, you guys. Yeah, let's see. I expect knight c3. Knight d4, I mean, knight d4 could be played, I guess, but still after rook c7, knight f5, knight e6, where's the attack? Yeah, can you go to the bathroom during an online tournament game? You're not supposed to, but you can't really stop players from doing it per se. So it's kind of a gray area. That's one of the reasons I like the format. I think with 15-minute plus 10-second, like you're a lot less likely to need to use the bathroom, whereas like 25 minutes online I think would be impossible, because there's no way people are going to be sitting at the board for an hour and a half, maybe not an hour and a half, but like hour 15 minutes, and not need to use the restroom at some point, because chess is a very stressful game. So I think with 15 minutes it's fine, but with like 20, and Nepo actually does go to the bathroom all the time during games, yeah, I think Alireza probably will play d4 or knight c3. I think he's going to play one of these two moves. I don't know which one he'll play, but I expect one of these two moves to be played here. Yeah, Nepo or Nepo? Jan Nepomniachtchi. Have I played a Moroccan player before? Not a player representing Morocco. I mean, I don't think I have. Oh, maybe I have. Actually, wait. Maybe I have played a Moroccan player. Wait a second. Is this guy from Morocco? No, he's from Algeria. I played someone from Algeria. Let me see. I have played a player from Morocco, but he doesn't represent Morocco. I think he represents France. But I have played I've played Hambone. What's his name? Hamdouchi. He's from Morocco, but he represents France, I believe. But I could be wrong. So I have played him before. So we get knight e5 here. So knight e6 no longer good, because if knight takes f7 and you lose the game. So let's see what we get. Hey Hikaru, my girlfriend likes your shirt. Yeah, then you should probably go order some shirts from Hilo Hattie, and yeah, go from there. I like knight e5 just because actually now knight g6 doesn't resolve the issue. You still have the issue with the king in the center of the board. So I actually do like knight e5, and d4 is apparently the only move here, which again, it's playable, but it's a tough move to play, at least without using a bit of time. Welcome to visit Morocco. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be in Morocco next year. Yeah. Is this Margaritaville? Yeah, rest in peace Jimmy Buffett. He died yesterday, right? Yeah, rest in peace to Jimmy Buffett. I played Hamdouchi in 2006, and I think Viscount Zayn also 2008 in the French Team Championship, I believe, as well. Maybe I think I played in the French Team Championship in 2008. So yeah, rest in peace to Jimmy Buffett. d4 though actually doesn't look hard to play, because d takes c4, you can even take with the queen, and there are problems here. I think d4, Goes knight g6, which apparently is a blunder because of d4, but I don't expect Alireza to play d4. I expect him to take on g6. d4 is apparently winning here for white. Hard move to find, though. If he uses like 30 seconds to a minute, I think he might find d4. If he doesn't use his time, I think it's unlikely he'll play it. On the other hand, after takes d4, for example, black can just slide the king and it doesn't look right. So trading pieces doesn't look right because your knight is very, very good in the center of the board. A lot of dangerous threats in different squares. I think if Alireza uses more than, I would say if he uses more than 30 seconds, I think the odds are very high that he does in fact play d4. And he's thinking here, which is good. I think the more time Alireza uses, the more likely not knight, but d4 becomes. I think he's probably going to find d4 based on his time usage so far. Yeah, I think based on his time usage, he's going to find it. But actually, why is d4 so good after king f8? Just develop. Wow. Yeah, I think if Alireza uses, he doesn't use his time and plays knight c3 instead. I mean, it's not an easy move to play. But let's see. He's still better though. He's still better here. And obviously in this game I'm rooting for Alireza because I want to see more chess. Yeah, rest in peace legend, indeed. Rest in peace Jimmy Buffett. Alireza not watching kick, Magneto watching kick, easy, funny. I mean, I think d4 is actually very bad now because I think there's knight a4 and you still have this problem in the center of the board. You can't castle your king. Who is Jimmy Buffett? He was a singer. This is his song Margaritaville, which he actually turned into like a chain of restaurants too. Like there are a bunch of Margaritaville restaurants here in Florida. So he goes d4. Okay, so now I think you have to go knight a4, but the problem is here after king f8, how do you improve the position? How do you improve? Because the pawn at c5 is super strong. There's also b5 maybe. Guess knight d3, b6, b4 is very good for white, but again, very hard to play. He has resorts too. Okay, so we get knight a4. I assume Magnus will play king f8. Knight d3 and b4. Again, once you see the idea, it's not impossible to find. I think it's difficult. Warren Buffett's brother? No, Jimmy Buffett was not related to Warren. Yeah, I mean, this knight d3 b4 idea is very hard to find. But let's see. I don't expect it, actually. I don't expect it. I expect something else. I don't know what. Maybe like queen f. Well, I guess queen f3 might be a blunder, so there might be some b5 trick. I guess there isn't b5, but maybe I expect maybe queen f3. If not knight d3, I think queen f3 is the other obvious move. One of these two moves will be played here, I think. I mean, Firouzja has great chances, but the problem for Firouzja is he's going to have to do something very, very soon. He's going to have to win this game. Or not win this game, but he's gonna have to maintain the advantage in the next 3 to 4 moves and not give up all the time that he's ahead. Very hard to do that. Very hard to play precise moves and not end up down on the clock here. Pawn f4. That's an interesting move. It doesn't look, I mean, the reason it doesn't look right is after queen f3 you put pressure on this file. Like f4 means that you can never use the f file to attack because now there's a pawn in the way. Like I just here even, so you're not really attacking on the f file because the pawn's in the way. So it doesn't feel right. I mean, queen f3 or knight d3. I expect one of those two moves will be played. Yeah. So yeah, I don't expect f4. Yeah, he plays queen f3, which is the move I expected him to play. Main problem for Alireza, he's got this bishop on a dead diagonal, and the bishop doesn't have scope. Like even if you drop the bishop back to b2, you still have no scope. So the bishop is really walled in by these pawns, so you can't use it on this diagonal. Long term, I think black is actually going to be better. Bishop d6, apparently a mistake. Again, there's knight d3 here. Yeah, and actually here, I think knight d3 is an easy move to play. Because if you take, after take, suddenly black is an open h file, then you're in a lot of trouble. Alireza actually should be very thankful, because bishop d6 forces knight d3. It's actually, knight d3 is a very easy move to play now. It's the only move you can play. So now he should actually be able to find b4. Let's see. If Alireza trades the knights, I mean, I give up. But knight d3 is the only move because takes suddenly the h file is open. Like even this, for example, there's b5 and spaghetti-o. You're gonna lose a bishop here, or you're gonna lose the knight. Either way, it's bad. So he should be really happy. I don't know why he's thinking, by the way, because knight d3 is the only move. He's wasting way too much time. Just play knight d3 in 5 seconds and move on. Okay, plays it. I mean, spent way too much time on that, but still plays it. I do think after b6 he is going to go b4, by the way, because if black can get this grip like with a5, how do you ever activate? Suddenly black has this great wall of pawns. Like your pieces are so passive and black has such great control that I think he will play b4 here. Because if black gets a5, you're actually just in a lot of trouble. Like you just have no activity whatsoever. All the knights and the bishop are just completely discombobulated. I think he will find b4 now, by the way. I do expect him to find b4. Yeah, so he does play it. That's a good move. Yeah, I mean, Alireza really should be thanking Magnus because Magnus literally forced him to have to find knight d3 and b4. He literally forced him to. Takes with a knight, which apparently is wrong. He's supposed to take with a bishop. I don't know why. Yeah, because of course black can go king g8. Duh. The very obvious move. Whereas what? Bishop b4? It's good because I guess these knights are really hitting the pawns. Kind of dank, honestly. Kind of dank. I don't really understand it, to be honest. Problem here though is actually for Magnus, king g8 is not a difficult move to find. He just has to make sure knight a6 isn't playable. But these knights are really stuck on the rim of the board. Maybe there's rook a8. I don't know. But Magnus is probably also using time here. Yeah, I didn't think king g8 was going to be played here. No, I did not expect it. And I mean, queen b7 is the move the computer wants. I think it's actually a pretty easy move to find because after takes rook c1, it's whoops, rook c. I have to refresh the page because after rook c1, suddenly you're gonna get sauced on the c file here. It's basically an ice skater, or you lose the queen. So I don't think it's very difficult for Alireza to find queen b7. I think queen b7 is a very easy move to find. He played it, right? Oh, he did play it. Yeah, he did play queen b7. Yeah. I think there's a very high chance that Magnus loses this game. Very, very high chance that he loses. Of course, if Magnus finds like 3 or 4 good moves, he might just save the game. But I mean, this is pretty good. This is pretty good in terms of what you want. Apparently after rook b8 you're not supposed to take, but why? Because after because black's gonna go h4 and activate the rook and get knife f4, and suddenly you're gonna get sauced hard. Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Alireza to win this game just because I want more content, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, this whole like rook b8 h5 is kind of like dank. Very, very dank. Respect to Magnus for playing Sicilian. I think Magnus is playing Sicilian just because he's kind of bored and he's just trying to see how he's trying to experiment and see how far he can push the envelope. I mean, I assume Farouche will take the pawn, of course, but after h5, like the problem with this position is that black's play is so easy. h4 h3 and h4 h3 or h4 rook h5, but also knight f4. So black has 3 ideas: uno, and then push, and then rook h5, and then also knight f4. So Magnus has an easy plan here. Yeah, like what? Like why is queen a7 better? I don't even understand. Oh, it's better because you can go bishop e7 and you're win. I mean, that's really dank. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I mean, I just don't understand. I would have played queen a6 too. I mean, maybe queen a7 to play bishop e7 again. But I think there's a very good chance that Magnus survives this game and or wins, honestly. Unless Alireza finds a plan quickly, I think Magnus is going to win this game. Because Magnus's moves are going to become too easy. That's the problem. He's going to go h4, and then he's got knight f4 and rook h5, or h3. And he plays h4 immediately. We get h3, now he's going to go rook h5, obviously, and activate the rook. He's got knight f4 here. I mean, still after rook h5, maybe you have knight d3 to hold, but I mean, this looks very, very scary. There's also knight h5, and these knights are jumping. Yeah, it's a small increment, but the problem is that Magnus's moves should be easier than Alireza's moves here. That's the point. And in Rapid and Blitz, yeah, I think there's a very good chance Magnus wins this game now. I think a very high chance he wins. Yeah, very, very high chance. He goes knight f4, which is apparently a bad move. So queen. Oh, because queen a3. Oh, wait, because there's also bishop e7. Wait, actually, that's a big mistake by Magnus. Because now queen a3, there are all kinds of tricks. Oh, that's actually a big mistake. And queen a3 is a very easy move. I mean, if Alireza doesn't play queen a3, queen f3, he's just, yeah, it's just not his day. Because queen a3 and queen f3 is very, very obvious here. I mean, it's super obvious. Super obvious. Because also it's very easy to spot that there's this rook h5 idea and rook g5, and you're just getting absolutely crushed here. Queen a3 is an obvious move. Why is Alireza still thinking? I do think after queen a3 there's a very good chance that Alireza wins this game if he can play it, but he's using too much time here, using way too much time. Queen b5 allows rook h5 and rook g5, and I think you'd lose. Maybe not. Oh, is queen b5 also good? Oh, maybe queen b5 is also good, but I don't like it. Yeah, like you just go queen a3 and that's that. Just play queen a3. Yeah, his time usage today has been absolutely horrible as well. I mean, he's using way too queen. It was queen b5 instead. I thought queen a3 was very obvious, but okay, goes for the other one. I guess the point is he's hoping rook h5, rook e5, and white's good, but apparently this is equal. Why is this equal? I don't know, maybe not. It's hard also with the weak engine to know what's best, but I would have played queen a3 and queen f3 in like 5 seconds max. Magnus starting to think about pepperoni or not? Yeah, definitely true. Magnus is probably starting to think about that pizza that he's going to order from the Italian restaurant in Isle of Man. It's obvious behind the engine. No, queen a3 I would have played right away. I would have played it just to go queen f3. No, I mean queen a3 is just a very obvious move. But Magnus blunders with rook h5, and Alireza is gifted again because rook e5 is the only move. But still, D's knights very scary here. D's knights are scary. I know the computer likes it, but I feel like this is a very scary position to play. Yeah, probably queen b7. I mean, I don't know what. Maybe queen. Yeah, maybe just rook e1 or rook e8. e1, queen b7, f3. Yeah, we're gonna get queen b7 and f3. I mean, you gotta go f3 here. Queen g5. Interesting. I would have played f3 as ugly as it looks, just to keep this rook e8 idea alive. But we get queen g5. f6, queen g4 probably is okay still. I mean, this game is very messy, but the reason I don't like this position is because I think for Magnus it's still easier to play with D's knights and the threats towards the king side. But see, like the computer likes queen c6 here. I don't think queen c6 and rook e8 is a human idea. I think f6 is the human move. f6, queen g4, but then what? Magnus getting too low on time though. What did he play? Wow, he finds it. Amazing. Just too good. Just too good. Got d3. Actually, let me refresh because the board's not refreshing. Let's just watch. I'm not gonna make any analysis because Magnus is down to 1 second. Wait, why is Magnus so low on clock here? Jeez. But you can trade and go bishop d2. Bishop d2, hit the knight. Bishop d2 only move, of course. Bishop d6 just gets mated by queen e1, knight e2. Okay. Apparently this is a blunder. Why? Magnus blundered. He's gonna lose the game. Oh, Magnus is gonna lose. Magnus is gonna lose. Just takes in queen h4. We get more content, boys. We get more content. Takes, and then just like queen e4. Yeah, just like queen e4. Queen e4 just wins. Just don't allow queen b1, queen d3. King h2 also good. King h2 or queen e4 both look good. Okay. Yeah, and now just push a4. Just go a4 here. Oh, he's got c5. Alireza wins. We're gonna get Armageddon, boys. Armageddon. c6 and it's over, or just queen f4. Actually queen f4 back to go to hit the pawn, guard, and then push p is easy. Move. What's Alireza doing? Move. Yeah, c7. Yeah, move. Yeah, I mean, Alireza has to win 2 matches, but like he's so low on time. It's a mistake apparently. I don't know why. Come on. Go. Oh my god, he messed it up. He messed it up. It's a draw now. Alireza's time usage has been so bad in this match. He had 18-6 and he let his time get too low. Yeah, I mean the total choke. Total choke from Alireza. Total choke. Yeah, queen c1 is just an easy draw. Now it's just a draw. That was a total choke from Alireza. I don't know how he allowed this. This was insane here. You just go queen f4 and you just win the game. Queen f4 is an easy win here. Yeah, easy win. Keep going. Or wait, there's only queen e2, which is a draw. Wait, maybe it's still game on. Wait, Magnus doesn't see the draw. Oh, now he spots it. Yeah, gotta move. Yeah, queen f5, queen c8, easy. Wait, whoa, what? Wait, now Magnus is gonna lose. King e6 and king e7. King e7 takes. Check and queen b5. Wait, check and queen b5. Queen e6 wins. Oh, what was that? It's still winning, but check. Why is he so slow? Queen e4. Start pushing d4 or a4 maybe. Alireza's time usage has been so bad in this match. I'm still not sure he's gonna win this, by the way. Queen c7. Okay, now queen d6 maybe. No, Alireza is like, his time usage is so abysmal. Just block and go king d5. I don't think Alireza is gonna win this game, by the way. King h6 maybe. King h6. I mean, queen e5 and just start pushing. I would just start pushing. Queen e5 and just push the pawn up the board. d5 maybe. d5, push the pawn. Because you have queen g3 here, actually. I mean, I still think Alireza is gonna win this, but man, this was some bad technique. Push the pawn. It's the only way to. What's he doing? Okay. No, I mean, this is a winning end game, but it's just like whether he can actually win. Like king f7, not king f6. King f7, he plays it. King f6, queen h8 was a draw. Okay, block, I guess. He blundered it. King d5 is a draw. d7 maybe. King f8 and block. Yeah, no, I mean, this is insane. Block. I would play queen e6 and king e7 probably, or queen e4 and king e7. I mean, one of these two checks. Why is he so slow again? Okay, but king c3 now. Yeah, now king f7 or king e7 both win. Yeah, king c3 was horrible. Magnus had to try to bring the king back. Yeah, I mean, but this is going to be a crazy long endgame again. King e6, I guess, and d7. Yeah, like queen d3 maybe. King d7, I guess, or king d5. Okay. Ah, nice. King c5. Now you have a check, and then you run the king up to b6, I guess. Check king b6. Yeah. See. No, again, Alireza is making this very tricky. But check, you have king here and there's no check. Now maybe king c7. Yeah, king c7. King c7, I guess. King c7. King c7. What is Alireza doing here? King c7. Now king d8 and d7, and now it's winning. Yeah, I'm gonna have something very specific to say after this game, because he is gonna win now. But king e8, nice move, no checks. And now probably some way to zigzag with the king and queen. Yeah, king f7 here, I think. King f7. And check, block, checking king g7. Yeah, block, checking king g7 with queen g6. Yeah, you have the check here. King g7 and you check. Yeah, king g7 and you check. Yeah. Still goes on. Here, king f8. Alireza again letting his time get too low. But now he can just block with the queen, I think. Queen g7. Queen g6, and now there's going to be a check on the 8th, I think. Yeah, just check. Check on c6. Check, check, check. Yeah, check, check, check. King d1, only move, and now I think you're going to run the king back, right? Oh, or there's this queen g4. Yeah, now you can't dodge it. Queen h. Oh, wait, it's still tricky. Maybe king g8. I'd go king g8 here. Gotta move. And now king e8. King e8. King g7. Gotta move. Yeah, now you can check and bring the king up. Yeah, bring the king back. And when was the last pawn push, actually? 105. King g5, king h4 maybe. Yeah, king h4 and he finally wins. Yeah, king h4 and it's over. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's just GG. Queen f2 check. Queen f2, I like it, and he wins. Yeah, so there's one thing I want to say about this game. So there's one thing that I wanted to point out very specifically. So when I was covering the FIDE World Cup, you guys, when I was covering the FIDE World Cup, what I said towards the end of the event was something very specifically about Prague, which is that Prague's nerves were really, really good. Like he held it together very well against like myself. He held it together extremely well against Fabiano. And so Prag's nerves are really good, but like with Alireza, for example, his nerves here were extremely bad. And when you have bad nerves like this, when it comes to tournaments like the candidates where there's like much more pressure on the line, or when you're playing Magnus, it kind of can cause you serious problems. Like Alireza did win this game at the end of the day, but he actually messed up on many occasions, which is kind of wild, which sort of speaks to the yeah, like that was what I was saying about Prag, was like that's why the nerves are really, really critical and the stakes are extremely high. I was actually shocked Magnus didn't check and take the knight. This was like the big surprise. Magnus messed up back, yes, but the point is that Alireza kept giving him chances. That was the point. But yeah, I mean, what an insane game. I mean, I'm just kind of like I'm in shock that Alireza did not play Queen F4. Like Queen F4 was so obvious here. I mean, so obvious. This was obvious, but the other shocker was like later to not play. Yeah, I mean, to not go Queen E6 was beyond insane. Like this is just an easy winning position with the pawn. So kind of insane, but Alireza does win when all is said and done. And the match is tied 2-2, so we are going to get Armageddon. Game should be starting. I think the players are going to be starting in a second. Let me put the music back on as well. What do the numbers mean? It means that whoever bids lower gets the black pieces, and they only need the draw. So Alireza has to win this game. He has he's got 6 minutes plus here. He's up 6 minutes on the clock. The good thing is that, yeah, draw is 50% plus. The thing is, I don't think I've ever beaten Magnus in an Armageddon where I needed to win. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so Alireza plays B3 again. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, interesting choice. I don't like Magnus's choice. I think Magnus just wants to play. He just doesn't want to change his opening here. I'm kind of shocked Magnus did not play E5 in this game. G3 is not a new move. He's gonna go Bishop G2, castles, Bishop B2. Quick, easy play for Alireza for sure. Well, for both sides, frankly. Both sides get castled. This is not actually what you want. In an Armageddon game, this is not what you want, by the way, with the black or with the white pieces. You don't want your opponent to be able to blitz out 10 plus moves very quickly. This is a bad start for Alireza. Bad start. This is not what you want. Basically, I would say in Armageddon, when I bid low, if I can get the first 10 to 15 moves out of there very, very quickly, I think I'm always going to survive Armageddon. I mean, I really believe that. It's like when you get in trouble is when the opening, somewhere in the early opening stage, first like 10 to 12 moves, there's like a novelty or some idea that you're not familiar with. And Magnus is clearly familiar with this. So this is a very, very bad start for Alireza. Very, very bad start. It's a position that's easy to play also. It's a very open position. Bishop G4, Bishop E6 are the two obvious ideas, or Bishop F5. I think that there's a very good chance that Magnus is not going to lose this game based on the opening alone. Very, very good chance, because it's going to be too easy for him to play. So let's see. Knight A4 played, apparently the best move according to the computer. Rock the Casbah. Yeah, someone's gonna tank sooner or later. I don't know where. Yeah, takes and Queen E3 is supposed to be the right move, but again, this feels too easy for Magnus to play. It really does. That's why when I played Magnus in the Armageddon game, the first tour, I think I played some like Knight F3, G3, Bishop G2 nonsense. I just basically tried to just play random stuff and get a position just where I could just play chess but keep all the pieces on the board. So I don't really like the I don't really like the start. I mean, not that it's easy to confuse your opponent in the opening, but I really don't like where this game is going. Yeah, I don't like where this game is going. Magnus raised his eyebrow. Aha, okay. Okay. The Armageddon game against Magnus you're talking about, the King's Gambit, was in Norway. That was a different format than in this event. I'm talking about the CCT event. I think it was the very first event of the year that I played in. I think it's the one where I was playing from California. I think it's that one. It was like in February this year. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. Yeah, see, and Alireza already thinking. Magnus is going to be thinking on his time here for sure. Do I think Armageddon is outdated? I mean, it's very tricky because I would say that if you get this opening Magnus gets, you blitz out 15 moves. I think black has an epic advantage. I think with black, if you can blitz out 15 moves, you're probably going to win. I would say that's just a blunder apparently. I don't know why, but I would say you're probably going to lose like you're probably going to win on average like I'd say 80%, 80 to 90% if you get the first 15 moves out in the first 30 seconds. So the opening is really critical, really critical. 92 apparently a terrible move. I don't know why. Actually, wait, what is Alireza doing here? Wait, what? Actually, no, this just looks ridiculous. Even this, for example, is fine, but even b5 and bishop b4. No, but no, Magnus is gonna win the game. No, Magnus's moves are too easy. This is what I'm saying. When you get easy moves to play in the opening, you're gonna have enough time to think of the critical moment. No, this is horrible. Yeah, this is horrible. Well, that was fun, you guys. Yeah, there's no way because Magnus's moves are coming in too fast here. Also, I just realized b5 knight b2, there's bishop a3, and suddenly you have all kinds of problems with the fossil. But actually, why is this so bad? Knight c3. See, like, this is really bad, but this is not obvious. So maybe Alireza has a chance. This whole idea with b5 and bishop a3 is not obvious on first glance, and Magnus is trying to move really quickly, so it's not obvious. But the point is, this is where Magnus can use like 60 to 90 seconds and probably figure it all out. I got the feeling you're rooting for Alireza. Well, I want more chess. I want more games, so that's why. I want more chess, and Magnus is also just going to be the favorite anyway, so yeah. Actually, wait, knight b6 though. Wait, knight b6. Oh, d4. Actually, wait, knight b6 is playable though. Knight b6 is playable. Like, if Alireza can get the two bishops here, even though black is better, if you keep the two bishops on, the game's gonna go forever. Yeah, you gotta go knight b6 here. You gotta go knight b6 here. Yeah, I think you have to play knight b6. Knight b2 bishop a3 is just absolutely horrible here. I mean, even this, like, what are you doing? Knight c3, I mean, maybe you can try this, but again, it doesn't feel right here just in general with like rook c8. The knights are really under pressure. Black has rooks on the two open files. There's knight b4. Doesn't feel right, but he plays it. Okay, goes rook c8. Too easy for Magnus to play, just too easy. Bishop f2 should be played, I'm guessing, but he plays it. The main problem I would say with Armageddon is that because Magnus has been able to play the first 15 moves pretty quickly, is that he's gonna only need to use probably 15 seconds on like the net. Let's just assume 15 seconds per move. He'll never need to use more than 15 seconds, which means if he gets to like move 15 right away, like if he can make like, let's just say 10 moves in 2 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever, he's still going to be able to get to move number 40 or move number 45 very easily. That's the problem. So it's just like, that's why if you can get the first 15 moves out of the way quickly, then you have enough time to where you can think at the critical moments. And already here, this is just absolutely horrible for Alireza. Absolutely abysmal. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, 92 is a big mistake. I mean, it's obviously, you know, sitting at home with the computer, it's easier to see, but takes and queen d3 is probably a better try. Just go like c4 and bishop b2. I mean, I think Alireza just misunderstood the positional issues in this position, and Magnus, as always, understands everything very well. Probably queen d2, but even this is bad. I mean, everything is just so bad here. Maybe g4 g5. Actually, g4 is the best computer line. Yeah, maybe just go g4, go all in here, go for the big attack. If you lose, who cares? I mean, you lose anyway if you don't win the game. I hope Alireza plays g4 here. I would play. I hope he goes g4 just because you got to try and win this game. Yeah, bishop f5, big threat. That's why originally I thought queen d2 so that you could play knight d4 here and the queen guards the horse. Yeah, I actually like g4. I spot all the tactical shots, not all of them. Also, the thing is, I'm looking at 1 second tactics. I'm not looking at like, I'm not looking at I'm not looking in depth. When you're not looking in depth, it's much different. Because in a game, I would be looking much more in depth at these situations, because you're not looking in like split-second decisions, unless of course it is bullet chess. Yeah. See, and already Alireza's time is, he's bleeding the time advantage. It's down to a 2-minute advantage here. But I think in general, for people who are wondering about Armageddon, I think Armageddon generally is pretty unfair. I think that the player who gets the black pieces, I mean, like, I will always take the black pieces in Armageddon. I think I probably, on average in Armageddon, I think I've only lost, whenever I've gotten black, I think there's only one Armageddon that I've actually ever lost. And I think the only Armageddon that I've ever lost with black was to Artemiev in the Chess Champions Tour maybe 2 years ago. There might be one other one, but I feel like it's something like 90% or something. When I get black, I don't lose. Like even when I had black against Magnus in Armageddon 2 years ago, I didn't I was able to actually win that game. Oh, apparently d4 wins. What? Why does computer like d4? Oh my god, d4 because after takes there's bishop. Oh, because now there's no knight d4. There's no. Oh man, I think Magnus is probably gonna find it too. This is where Magnus is gonna use like 30 seconds, and I think he's gonna find it. I expect him to find it. I really do. We'll see though. No, he plays h5, but h5 is still a good move to consolidate and play bishop f5. Now you have to go queen d2. Queen d2 to play knight d4. You gotta go queen d2. Only move. Okay, plays it. So now bishop f5 can be met with knight d4. And actually I think here suddenly white's actually completely fine. No, d4 is a move that Magnus finds if he uses a minute there or a minute and a half. But Magnus of course is in a spot where he doesn't want to spend a lot of time unless it's GG, and he doesn't know it's GG. If Magnus knew this was -3 here, he probably would have found d4, because then he would have thought, wait a second, let's use our 30 seconds and look for the absolute best move. But h5 is also a logical move to stop the expansion on the king side too. Queen a5, top computer move. I mean, it's a little bit, queen a5 is one of those superficial moves, because I mean, I guess this is actually good, but it still looks a little bit scary with a weak king. There's also rook a1 here. The interesting moment is queen a5 the only move that's good. If queen a5 is the only move that's actually good here, I think there's a pretty decent chance that Magnus won't play it. Yeah, so he goes, but this is also okay. This is also a very good move, because now it simplifies the position. Yeah, now he's simplifying the position even further. Yeah, I like knight c2 a lot. If you don't want to spend all day analyzing queen a5, knight c2 is a nice way to simplify one less piece on the board. You keep the two bishops. Position is pretty clear. It's clarified situation now. I don't actually know why this is supposed to be so good. Why is this winning? I don't understand. Knight h7. Oh, because you can reroute the knight to e6. That's fairly insane. That's a bit much. But yeah, the liquidation is the thing. Yeah, liquidation matters a lot here. Still chances for Alireza though. Still some chances, I would say. But he's gonna need Magnus to make a blunder. He's gonna need like Magnus to do something that's not quite right. And probably rook e1, because bishop e1 looks a little bit too loose. Although maybe I'm worried that if you go here, there might even be g6 and bishop f5. Don't like it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, Magnus's play has been pretty good, but it's not even as good as that. It's very practical. It's very practical. Simplify the position. He's still got 5 minutes on the clock, so there's no way of really getting cheesed here. Hey Hikaru, do you mind explaining these moves in English, please? Very funny, dude. Very, very funny. You're so funny, dude. So funny. Yeah, I don't see Magnus losing here just because Alireza's, because if Magnus had 2.5 minutes here, he might lose, but he's got 5 minutes. If he had 2.5 minutes, I think Alireza still would have good chances, but with 5 minutes on the clock and Magnus calculating on Alireza's time, that makes it difficult. Yeah, there's bishop b4, bishop d4, but the thing is Magnus was literally calculating this bishop d4, queen a5 line while Alireza was thinking. That's the problem. Yeah, we're gonna get something like this, and I mean the danger's kind of gone, but how do you win? That's the problem. How do you win? Yeah, exactly. Magnus was thinking on Alireza's time. Yeah. Old chess players are much better. I doubt it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, exactly what I said was going to happen has happened, by the way, you guys. Did I not literally say this? Yeah. So, yep. H3, probably just queen b3. I mean, again, you can draw this endgame, but you're not going to ever win this endgame. That's the problem. Like, you're not going to win this endgame. That's the problem. Yeah, Magnus just takes. He doesn't need to win. He only needs to draw. Yep. Yeah, the thing is, Magnus got the first 15 moves too easily. They were too easy. That's why in Armageddon, it's what I said before. In Armageddon, the opening is critical. If Black gets out of the opening without having to use a lot of time, like the first 15 moves, I think in general, Black is going to win like 90% of the time. D4. Oh, nice move by Magnus to force the queens off the board too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Magnus is, I mean, he's given up the advantage where he's probably not like cleanly gonna win anymore, but he's not gonna lose either. That's the problem. He's taking the fun out of the game. He's not gonna win, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't need to win. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very good play from a practical standpoint for Magnus in this game. Just incredibly good technique. Incredibly good technique. Yeah, I mean, just incredible technique from Magnus. Like, doesn't need the win, just plays all these moves in 2-3 seconds, gets queens off the board, gets right into the end game. Just no chance of losing. Yeah, that's gonna be GG why not pretty soon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, if you get out of the opening with Black in the Armageddon game, I mean, I think Black is an epic favorite. I think it's kind of unfair. I do. I think that, like, maybe not for everybody because not everyone's great with the time situation, but I feel like in general, when Magnus gets Black or if I get Black, I mean, I think you're a huge underdog. I think it's probably like 90% that we're gonna win. Like, I don't think Magnus has ever lost an Armageddon with Black. Obviously, the famous one against me in the Champions Tour in 2020, he had Black in the final game. I got him low on time, but not low enough to win. So yeah, I think that like Magnus has never lost with Black. I think I've lost like 1 out of 10 or something like that. Like, I just don't lose that many. So I think it's a little bit unfair. I think the system maybe needs to be tweaked a little bit. Actually, I lost one other one to Nepo, actually. I lost one to Nepo, which I messed up where it was a dead draw, and then I played the wrong move in the late middle game. So there was the Nepo one also, which I forgot. Just bid lower? Yeah, exactly, just bid lower. Like I said, I think the lowest bid the bid that I won with against Wesley, I believe was 758. I believe it was 758 that I won against Wesley with. Actually, what did I bid against Magnus? The game which I won where he had the mouse slip, where it would have been a draw anyway, just to be clear, but the one where I beat him in the second event, how low did I bid? I don't remember. What did I bid against Magnus in the second tour one where I actually beat him in the Armageddon game with Black? Someone should remember that. No, in the second event of the year, I underbid him and I got Black. Yeah, I underbid him in the second event. The first one he underbid me, but in the second one I think I underbid him. And I got Black and I survived. So I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't bid. I think I bid. I want to say it was like 8. Maybe it was like 858. Maybe somewhere around there. I don't know. I think I bid somewhere around 9. I bid 850. 859 sounds right. I think I did actually do that. I don't think I got silly with doing like the 5th, or no, it was 857. You're right. It was 857. Yeah, I think it was rookie 2, right? Yeah, Magnus is gonna play rookie 2 here just to be nasty, I bet. Oh, he goes F6 instead. Okay. Actually, he doesn't even have to because now he's up time. Yeah, now he's up time and he's much better. So now Magnus will just try to win the game. Although rookie 2 would be kind of classy, just like kill all play. But I think he'll try to win now with like A5, A4 because there's no reason not to. No risk whatsoever. And I think Magnus is thinking exactly that. He's thinking, do I play rookie 2 and force a draw, or do I try to win the game? That's exactly what he's doing. He's not moving quickly. He's thinking, do I play rookie 2 and force a draw, or do I try to win the game? But that's what he's thinking. He's 100% thinking that right now. He's 100% thinking whether to play rook e2 or not, because he's been thinking for like 20 seconds now. He's thinking about whether to play rook e2 or not. 100%. Oh, he comes up with another clever one. He comes up with the other way. Knight e3 and bishop f1. He comes up with another way to force a draw. So he doesn't, he goes, instead of rook e2, he finds knight e3. Yeah, that's actually a nice troll by him. That's a total troll because knight e3 is not the move you're expecting. So like for a split second, you might think you're actually winning. It's like, what's knight e3? And then you realize it's bishop f1. Yeah, it's actually a really nice troll by Magnus here. Really, really nice troll. Yeah, it's a nice troll because for a split second, you think that you're actually, you think that maybe he just blundered. You think it might be a mouse slip or something, but it's not. But Magnus is definitely happy with a draw now, for sure, based on knight e3. Actually, takes is probably good because takes there's rook d5 to hit the bishop and the pawn. Yeah, bishop h3 actually is good. Yeah, it is a good move here. Goes rook d5. There's some rookie. There might be like rook e8 and bishop f8 or something, like takes in here or something. I don't know. Like takes and rook e7, but then rook g5 takes king g8. Probably okay for black. Could white win if there's no a pawn? No, it'd still be a draw. No chance. Yeah, Magnus is desperately trying to make a draw. Ferrugia keeps encouraging him to win. Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, after this ends, I'm probably going to end the stream. I'm going to go do a recap on YouTube. So, yeah, that's going to be the plan. Tomorrow's going to be a long stream, though, because we are going to be streaming my SEC match against Yu Yang Yi, starting at 9 o'clock Eastern. There's like $5 grand on the line, so it's a lot of money. I love G5 by Magnus, too. G5 is such a nasty move. Magnus is literally trying to force the draw, and Alireza is going to force him to win. He's going to have to go F4. Yeah, I mean, literally Magnus is trying to give Alireza every opportunity to draw, and Alireza is like, he's making sure that he loses instead. Yeah, it's pretty funny, actually. It's pretty funny to see. Can I talk about chess in Italian if I really want to? Sure, but I mean, I speak in English. Magnus just needs a draw. Magnus is trying to force draw. Alireza is trying basically to not. Alireza is trying to basically not take the draw. So he'd rather lose than make a draw. I mean, it's more honorable to lose, right? Choose to die by the sword. Exactly. Like, it's more honorable to lose. Like, it's more honorable to just outright lose. Yeah. However, bishop g2 would be a funny way to, I guess this would be a funny way to lose with f5 and rook h8 mate, but it'll never happen, of course. Why is Magnus so slow here, though? I'm kind of surprised maybe Magnus is now trying to win. I'm a little confused why Magnus is not just like finishing this off quickly. d1, king e2 or king f, but king f2 rook d2 is still a draw. Yeah, you got to go king e2 or king f2. Okay, king f2. Apparently h3 wins now. I don't really expect h3 just because it's like f5 tricks. Actually, it's not hard though, because this is very easy. Yeah, no, it's not hard. Yeah, h3 is not a hard move to find. Yeah. This will be over pretty soon, actually. Because G takes f4 will be played. Yeah, I'm just getting my board set up to do my recap, you guys. What do we get? Still going. Is h2 also a way to force a draw? Or no, h2 is rook h8, rook h6, I guess. F3 is a funny way to force. F3 is a funny way to force a draw. Magnus is like, you're gonna take a draw whether you like it or not. I love it. Magnus is literally like, he's just refusing to win. He's just like, no, you're gonna take the draw whether you like it or not. He goes G5 G6 on purpose to lose. Okay, that is even funnier, by the way. That's even funnier than Alireza is like, no, I just no draw. I want to lose. It's no draw. I'd rather lose. I'd rather lose, because obviously here he could have made a draw with check and this would have been a draw. But no, it's like no draw. I want to lose. I want to lose on purpose instead. So all right, you guys, so be it. That's how it goes. Yeah, so I think on that note then I'm gonna call it a day. Let me see. But yeah, that was so funny. That was on purpose. That's comical. Yeah, I'm getting confused between actual moves. Yeah, I mean, he basically, yeah, he played G5 G6. So all right, you guys, that was pretty entertaining. At least Alireza won the 4th game, so we got more content than intended. But I think I'm gonna call it a day, you guys. So tomorrow's gonna be a very, very big day. We're gonna be streaming the SCC here on Kick. I will be playing against Yankee. It's gonna be a 3-hour event, a very, very serious event, a lot of money at stake. I am going to be putting up a YouTube video, a recap of the match day between Magnus and Alireza, probably in the next 30 to 35 minutes. So make sure you stay tuned to that if you haven't already checked out my YouTube channel. Of course, it's youtube.com/GMHikaru. So make sure you check it out. I'm gonna send the raid to Darks, and we'll be back here on Kick at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoy the stream, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening, and see you tomorrow on Labor Day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.